Testing, 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 test Ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 740 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, Slutcast, and of course, come on, fam, the Nipplecast in the realm because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Welcome everyone to episode 740. We are officially out of the 730s. Good riddance, right? Good riddance to the fucking 30s. Good riddance to the 30s. Welcome 740. Welcome everyone here on an afternoon, on a beautiful afternoon, on a hump day. Hump day, bitches. The Slutcast. I know. Ooh, the Slutcast. It's a Slutcast today. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting? Swolio, what up from London, dude? What up, Sean? What's going on, fam? Welcome everyone on the Quadcast. Let's introduce everyone. If you're new to the show, we are live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Swolenormous, also live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, you can catch the podcast on SoundCloud and Apple Podcast if you want to catch up on some awesome episodes. So that's all available for you. And you can do that at your leisure. You can do that when it's most convenient for all of you. You can catch up on the audio gains and got some big announcements today, some things that I want to get across to all of you, especially those of you that are on Facebook. I got some good things that I'm dropping, and some of you probably already experienced this already, but we're doing some new stuff and I want you to get involved. So I will tell you more about that shortly. And in other news, I want to make sure that everyone knows that tomorrow will be at least on Facebook. And I am going to be not in well, actually, wait, tomorrow. No, tomorrow will be fine. Tomorrow will be fine, but tomorrow's gonna be an early morning cast Eastern time. So if you're on West Coast, it might be hard to grab, but it's gonna be early in the morning. It's gonna be early in the morning tomorrow. So the good news is that if you are unable to catch it live, you will most likely have a podcast on your way to work. So that's exciting. Abigail catching me writing patient notes again. Afternoon swoles. Well, hello. Hello. Make sure you prescribe some good drugs. Pass out those Percocets like Tic Tac. Gina, what's up, G? What's up on Facebook? Lynn, Benjamin, Sammy, what's up? What's up, homies? Let's see what's going on Instagram. Devin, you look like a modern day Viking. I feel like it sometimes. I'm as hungry as a Viking right now. I'm hungry as shit. It's whiskey o'clock, but not on a Wednesday. Not on a Wednesday. It's whiskey o'clock anytime. So welcome on Twitch. I saw someone say Twitchcast boom. Yeah, Twitchcast boom, yo. Boom, yo. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So today is going to be a good fire episode. I'm going to get you all ramped up on a Wednesday. And this is based on some messages I've been getting. And again, got some big things. So first, actually, let me get this out of the way because a lot of you are probably going to watch and then have to go back to work or go on with your normal life or whatever you're doing on a Wednesday. But what I want you to do is, if you have not yet, and this is something that's new, this is something that I am developing. So you're going to have to get your foot in the door first, but I am going to be doing, and I did it already today. So how many of you actually that are watching on Facebook, how many of you got my message today with the nutrition knowledge nuke in Messenger? How many of you got my message today on Facebook? And I have a link in my description on Facebook. The link is in the post description with my Messenger link. And what I am doing is, and it's going to be very, very exclusive, very, very exclusive. It's going to be amazing, amazing shit that I'm going to drop in a private. It's going to be a private messaging club. Okay, and we're going to call it. Well, I'll tell you in a second. It's going to be awesome. We're going to tie this whole shit back in together. You love it. I got it and replied. Yeah, well, you said not yet. If you didn't get it, that means you haven't messaged me and you might not have received it, period. But I don't want you to miss other ones. So here's what I want you to do. If you are, well, if you're anyone, I don't care where you're watching, go on Facebook and send me a message because when you send me a message, you will be on my, you will automatically subscribe to my list on Messenger. And what I'm doing is I am going to be setting up a private list. Now, that's not for just anyone that messages me. So We are starting again, fam. You ready for this? You ready for this? The Daily Swole Club. The Daily Swole Club. The Daily Swole Club. And what this is going to be, it's going to be awesome. This is going to be some daily fire in your messenger personally from me. And it's going to be video, it's going to be text, it might be picture, it could be an exercise, but it's going to be something discussions and keep this conversation open. So first off, you'll get more information, but first off, you have to be a part of the Messenger squad. So if you don't have Messenger, you can download it, but go on your Facebook and jump on jump on Facebook and send me a message and just plug in, and then you will get additional information on how you can get on that special Daily Swole Club list. And what I did today was I sent a video with a little bit of, so with a little bit of some content. And some of you that already saw it, you said you loved it, so it's great. And it was some nutrition content, and it was a test. I was testing it out, and I said in the actual message, I asked, I said, well, what do you think about this? Let me know what you think, because I'm always looking for feedback in ways where I can, engage with you. And this is going to be essentially a VIP list. It's free, 100% free. It's going to be amazing value, and it's going to be a place where we can have a great conversation, one on one. I'll get to these messages when I can, but a lot of these things they're going to be very conversation based. They're going to be very nutrition, exercise, psychology, meditative. They're going to be some good it's going to be some good info that you can take every day. And what I want to do is send these messages out every day at 12 noon Eastern time. Right. So that's the way the release schedule is going to be. So, Daily Swole Club, make sure that you send me a message. Send me a message on messengers. Go to Swolenormous and just send me a personal message on my Swolenormous page, and you'll be automatically added to my messenger list. But what I will do is later today, I will send out, because that's why I want everyone to do that. So when I send out this message later today, you'll all have this information. I'll tell you how. You'll hit a button and you'll be automatically subscribed to the Daily Swole Club. And what that's going to do is it'll give you access to everything that I release specifically for the Daily Swole Club. So I'll be doing some exercise breakdowns, some little behind the scenes. It's going to be some, maybe daily inspiration. It could be text, could be video, could be audio, but it's going to be some private stuff that you won't find anywhere else. And it's going to be super casual, super, close knit. So we're going to bring this family even closer together. So this is for everyone. And like I said, it's 100% free. So just the only thing you need to do is go over to my Facebook page, click on send message, and send me a message. And then you will receive a message later with information on how to get onto that private list. So I know not everyone wants to get messages every day, not everyone, but it's a great way for me to send some personal additional content and give you some stuff that's really tactful that you will see, that you will get access to, because a lot of things get lost in the noise every day. But I know you all like the daily nukes. You like the nukes, you like the knowledge, and you like the stuff that I'm going to drop. And trust me, today's post was pretty cool. And it was a new way to think about nutrition in terms of meal prep. And I'll just give you some background. It was a little bit of describing about how, eating the right shit and counting shit versus meal preparation and what you're eating, and how meal preparation is very similar to counting shit, right? When you're meal prepping, you're thinking about how much you're eating, how many ounces, how big the portions are, how you're actually physically preparing it, how many meals you're eating. Whereas what you're eating, what are those foods? And some of you, we've had these conversations where we've talked about inflammatory foods. Well, what are you eating? Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares if it's 6 ounces, if it's 6 ounces of poison? Who cares if you're doing 2 cups of something, if you're doing 2 cups of something that's bad for you? So at the foundation, it has to be the right foods. And then when you move forward, when you take that to the next level, then you start getting a little bit more, okay, now you can start, parceling it out, and then you start counting and start getting a little more granular. But at the core where it starts is at the core where it starts is what you're eating, the foods you're eating. So this is the kind of information I'm dropping, really simple, short videos, could be audio, could be text, could be pictures, could be exercise breakdowns, little tips, little nuggets. So all you have to do again is go to my Facebook page, click on send a message, and just send me a message. And you'll get some options right off the bat. I mean, it'll ask you a couple information. This is just a general response where it'll ask you what your goals are, this, that, and the other, but you'll be on the main list. And then I will send you information later today. I don't know exactly what time, but just stay tuned. And I'll send you information on how to get into the Daily Swole Club. where you'll get access to all these daily little nukes, okay? And I'll make it exclusive, and you're not gonna see this stuff anywhere else, so hook into that. Whether or not you like to watch on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitch or whatnot, but hook into me there, right? So again, send me a message on Facebook, say whatever, just click get started or whatever, and you'll get that information later today. So fire in the whole fam, fire. All right. So let's get this fucking party started. Today is everyone starts. Now you might look at this title and say, well, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Everyone starts. It means exactly what you think it means. Everyone fucking starts. And on a Wednesday, on a Wednesday, this is extremely pertinent. On a Wednesday, it is extremely pertinent because it's hump day and we have this psychological pull, right? Are we at the end of the week? Are we at the beginning of the week? So with this, how should I say, with the Wednesday situation, we kind of are in between, right? We're kind of in limbo. But when it comes to our nutrition, when it comes to our fitness, when it comes to our overall approach, what's the most important thing? I've talked about it many times. With fitness, I always say don't get injured. With nutrition, I say, okay, you have to eat the right shit. Bottom line, you have to be consistent if you want results, right? What comes before consistency? I'll give you guys a moment. I want to answer this question. If I don't have Facebook, I'm fucked. Well, if you don't have Facebook, you don't have Messenger. And if you don't have Messenger, you can't be on the Daily Swole Club list. So, yeah. So download it or don't. But you don't have to be fucked. You can go do it. You can get it done. Get it done, fam. Why? What comes before consistency? What comes before consistency? What happens first? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Step up. Step up. What happens first? What happens before you could be consistent? Come on. Discipline? No. There you go. Joe Clark on, hey, dun 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 dun. Tell him what he's won, fam. Well, you get a brand new car. No, you have to get started. And that was Joe Clark 428 on IG. You have to get started. You have to start. Ali G, yes, you have to starting. Everything's coming through decision. You have to start. So before you can decide what you're eating, are you eating the right foods? Before you start counting calories, before you get your program, before you go to the gym, before you get a gym membership, I mean, that's all part of starting, I guess, depends on where you define what does starting mean. I mean, that means that fucking commitment, right? It's up here, but you have to start. You can't be consistent before you start. You can't be disciplined before you start. You have to get going and then you can take it to the next level. So that being said, you ready for this fucking shit? That being said, everyone fucking starts. How many messages I get every fucking day from people that are ready to start? Ready, ready with big fucking quote fingers, ready to start, ready to start. Everyone and their mother is ready to fucking start. Everyone is ready to start. Everyone. Everyone's ready to start. Everyone starts. You message me, you get a gym membership, you get your new shoes, you got your towel, you got your iPad, you got your new wireless headphones. Everyone fucking starts. I don't give a shit if you start. I do, but I don't. And it doesn't mean I don't want to help you. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It doesn't mean that's not important. But what I mean by that is I get some amazing messages like, I'm going to send you pictures. I'm going to send you pictures because, I'm going to send you pictures of updates. I'm super excited. I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for my family. Okay. Right now, you're just talking. Right now, you're just sending messages. Right now, you're just saying words. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to do it. But right now, they're just fucking words like, okay, good. Then fucking do it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Fucking show me. Show me. Show me. Show me that action. Show me that decision. Show me that you want to lose weight. Show me that you want to do it for your family. Show me that you're going to eat the right foods. Show me that you're going to lose weight. Show me that you're going to train. Show me that you're going to do these things. Fucking prove it. Really prove it. I get so many messages about how you're going to start, how this is You're fed up with all this stuff. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now, a lot of you know that I have a private fitness community with all my programs and stuff. Now, you don't have to join my private family. That's completely fine. There's more than enough content here to go around that can get you where you want to go. However, I have so many people that just fall off, right? We're talking about it. They ask me. They ask me. That's what gets under my skin when you, whoever's listening, whoever, you come to me. You come to me asking for help. You come to me asking for this. I get a message. Hey man, do you have any program? I'm so sick of I'm overweight. I'm out of shape. I need to get better for my kids. I need to get better for myself. I deserve better. I need to lead by example. Do you have any programs? I want to get started. Super affordable, super accessible, absolutely fucking works. It's been proven over and over again. And most of you watching are part of it and you know it works. And then I don't hear anything from them. They don't sign up. They don't do anything. I never see their name again. And it's like, what the fuck was that all about? Right? What the fuck was that all about? What, why were those gums moving? Why were those fingers? Why were those thumbs moving? Why are you wasting everyone's time? Why are you wasting my eye space? Why are you asking? Why are you asking if you're not going to do a fucking thing? Why ask? You're not going to do a damn thing. I've been doing this long enough. And when I say long enough, I'm not just talking about, I mean, my entire career in fitness, but doing this show and doing messages. And a lot of times I get messages that have been closed out, but you know how when you get a message that from the same thread from maybe a year later or year and a half, and that person had messaged you before. So it shows up the last date. You're like, wow, this person messaged me in August of 2016. I see a lot of that. I get a lot of messages and I had sent a message in the past like, hey, I want to do a complimentary phone call with you to help you with your goals and to help you because, thank you for being a member of the community. A lot of you did that a while back, right? When I was, putting it on blast and sending to a lot of, people that were engaged. Okay. Phone calls, not for members, but for everyone. And this is like, 6 months ago or something and no response. They saw the message, didn't take advantage of it, this, that, and the other said a couple things like they wanted help, they wanted to lose weight, they were inspired, this and the other. So I sent them that. I'm like, well, let's have a conversation about it. Let's get a little more granular. Let me help you a little bit more individualized help, and so forth. And then nothing happens. Never signed up for, never took me up on the offer for a personal phone call. And then I get a message like a year later about being frustrated, this, that, and the other. And I look back, I'm like, wait a second, this is not a brand new message. This is not a brand new message. This is an old message. This person's messaged me before. So I scroll back up and I see all this. And I'm like, well, are you going to start now? Does your word mean something now? Are you actually going to do something about it? Because you ran your mouth about this a year and a half ago. What's changed from then to now? You're still in the same spot. Remember what I told you last time that if you don't take action, nothing's going to fucking happen. And now you're in the same spot a year later. And that's what happens, fam. Welcome to the fucking show. Welcome to life. If you don't take action, you're going to be exactly in the same position. You're going to be exactly in the same position a year from now. What do you think a year is going to do for you, for your health and fitness if you don't take advantage of the now? How do you think fitness comes about? How do you think this comes about? How do you think fitness comes about? How do you think results and progress come about? It comes from all those little building blocks, right? When you play with Legos, if you have kids or remember when you play with Legos, right? When you play with Legos, you have to take little pieces and you stick them together to make something bigger out of it. What do you think happens, right? What do you think happens if you just have the pieces laying there? You have to fucking put them together. What do you think happens when you don't do anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing dick shit happens. Nothing fucking happens. And there's a lot of talking going on. There's a lot of talking with everything, right? People like to run their fucking mouths. People just like to talk. Let's be honest. People love to talk and it has nothing to do with fitness. It's just, human nature. People like to talk. People like to say things. People like to say they want things. People like to talk about things that they wish they had, and then they don't do fucking anything. You don't do anything that shows that you have any integrity to match with what you say you want. What do you want? It's okay to want anything in the world. You can want whatever you want, right? It sounds funny and stupid, but you can want something. If you want to own a school bus someday, you could want to own a school bus. That's fine. Do you need more money to buy a school bus? If you don't have enough money, then okay, then save money. Well, I don't make enough to save, then get another job. Well, I don't have time. Well, learn a new skill and then double up, do something online, sell products online, do something. Do whatever it fucking takes to get what you want. Do whatever it takes to get what you want. And most people aren't willing to do that, let alone get started. So the title, Everyone Starts, everyone buys a gym membership. Everyone begins their fitness journey. Everyone begins. Everyone starts. The real question is how many people start more than once? How many times do you start? That's what's much more interesting. That is what's much more important. How many times do you start? Do you start once or do you start over and over again? Do you start every January 1st, your resolution? Do you start every fucking year over and over again? We're going to start having to do those episodes again. I already smell it. I already smell it in the fucking air like a stanky old cologne, like a mold. Fucking resolution shows. I'm going to rage on that again. It's, ooh, that was loud as fuck. Holy shit. You see me jump? That was loud as shit. That was a new follower on Twitch. Holy fucking hell, that scared the crap out of me. That scared the bejesus out of old Papa Swolio. That was way too loud. Anyway, how many times are you going to start? If you start once and you do it right the first time, believe it or not, you never have to start again. If you start and you do it right the first time, you never have to start again. So how many times do you start? If you start and you don't stop, you don't have to start again. Wow, interesting, right? Shocker. Shocker. If you start and you don't stop, you don't have to start again. If you start and you don't stop, you do not have to start again. This is the problem. This is the fundamental problem. If you stop, you have to start again. You have to go through that whole process of what am I going to do? What am I going to do with my life? What program am I going to do? How am I going to make it to the gym? What am I going to eat? What should I eat? I don't know what to eat. I feel tired. I feel fat. I feel lazy. No one likes me. I'm not sexy. I feel disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. It's fine to be disgusted with yourself. That happens. All right. The question is, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Are you just going to complain and be a whiny bitch that no one wants to spend time with? It's not that people don't want to spend time with you because you're fat. It's because no one wants to hear you fucking complain about it. Or you're a walking ball of misery because you're upset with yourself and you're just wallowing in your own misery and you want to bring people down with you. And a lot of you are trying to lose weight and a lot of you are trying to be healthier and you have families and you have people in your circle that aren't supportive. And that's the shitty part. A lot of you don't have that support system. And it's upsetting and it's challenging and it's discouraging when the people that you think are supporting you or the people that you think you have in your corner aren't in your corner. That's shitty. When that's shitty when people show their true colors. That's shitty when people show their true colors and you realize that the people that you thought were in your corner, the people that you thought were supporting you aren't supporting you worth a damn thing. They don't support you at all. And you realize, and all of a sudden you see through that and you're thinking, fuck, this person or these people don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about my goals. They want me to be miserable like them. They don't want me to eat healthy. They don't want me to have these things. Okay. And it could be your family. It could be your parents. It could be your brother, your sister. It could be your friends. It could be your roommates. And they're going to make fun of you for eating healthy. Or they're going to make fun of you for going to the gym or changing your schedule. They're going to make fun of you for that. They'll make fun of you for that. And that's not cool. But at the same time, are you letting that happen? Are you letting them get the best of you? Are you letting them determine what makes you happy? And if you let them determine what makes you happy and you let them dictate your goals, then they won. And you're letting them win and you're letting them decide what you have. But that's your fault, not their fault. You don't have a support system? Okay, well, fucking find one. And that's what I provide. And that's what we provide. And that's what we provide for each other because we are supportive here. We are supportive here on Swolenormous. We are here and we're supportive in Swolenormous X, my private community. That's why we do what we do because we need this. People need that. Humans need humans. We need human contact. We need human interaction. We need that camaraderie. We need that like together, right? We need people that are fucking in our corner that have the same interest. It's fun. It's fun to do it together. It's fun to do it together. It's fun to have other people that are in your corner, have other people that are going towards the same thing that you are because it keeps you fucking engaged. It keeps you wanting more. It keeps you wanting to push yourself more. It keeps you wanting to take it to the next level. And that is the consistency. And that breeds the discipline. And that takes you to the next level. And that is something super fucking special. That's something super fucking special. That is something that no one can take away from you once you develop that consistency and that discipline. But the reason no one can give you your reason for getting in shape, your reason for being fit, your reason for wanting to do this, that's yours and yours alone. No one can tell you why you want to get in shape. No one can give you that vision. No one can give you your own goal. You have to want it for yourself. But everyone fucking starts. Everyone starts. Everyone says things that they want. Everyone talks. Everyone talks. I'm talking. I'm talking. But I also got mine this morning at 6 or 7, whatever time I went. I got mine. Did you get yours? I got mine. I don't care who the fuck was at the gym. There could have been 0 people or 100 people. I was there and I was going. It's not always easy for me to get the show done, but I do it. That's the discipline. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be on episode 740 if I didn't do episode 1. And most of you and most people never even start. They never do episode 1. They never do episode 1. Once you do the first one, it's easier to get the second one in. And once you do the second one, it's easier to get the third one. And once you do the third one, it's easier to do the fourth one. And once you do the fourth one, it's easier to do the fifth one. And that has to do with podcasting, that has to do with workouts, that has to do with meals, that has to do with everything. Once you get those first few, and then you just keep on going. And then number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14. And it gets easier and easier and easier. It gets easier and easier and easier. As at the same time, it gets harder and harder and harder. And your goals change. You have to adjust things. And it gets harder and easier at the same time because it gets easier because you're used to it. It gets easier because you have created that habit. It gets harder because you challenge yourself more and you hit different plateaus and you have different goals and you have different things that come into your life and different challenges. But the habit becomes a habit. And that discipline becomes more of just like a bodily function. Like you're going to the gym, right? I mean, Facebook fam, what about that video? I mean, it's on YouTube too, YouTube and Facebook. That video I posted, go to the fucking gym. How simple is that? What are you going to do today? Work, kids, go to the fucking gym. What are you going to do tomorrow? Work, kids, eat, sleep, go to the fucking gym. What are you going to do the next day? I don't know. Do the same work, kids shit. Go to the fucking gym. 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 It doesn't matter if it's in your basement. It doesn't matter if it's 20 miles away. Go. Make it a part of your schedule. What are you doing today? That's part of it. You're doing that. That's what you're doing. You're going to do that. Morning, evening, it doesn't matter. That's part of your day, and you're going to do that. Why? Because your name is James. Your name is Margaret. Your name is Dash. Your name is Papa fucking Swolio. You're going to the gym. And that's what you're doing on a Wednesday. And that's what you're doing on a Thursday. And that's what you're doing on a Friday. That's it. And you fucking go. And that's what you do. Yeah. What am I doing today? Ray O Sunshine on Instagram. Yeah. You're going to the fucking gym. And that's what you do. And that's what you do, fam. And you go to the fucking gym. I feel like I need Swolenormous X to get to the next level. You very well might. And it will take you there. Fucking hell. Swolenormous X will take you to the first level. It'll help you get started. But guess what? You still have to do the workouts. You still have to do the training. You still have to show up and fucking do it. It doesn't matter if the gym is in your garage, it's in your living room, or like I said, it's a big chain gym. I don't care where you go. When I say go to the gym, fucking go outside and do some push-ups and pull-ups. Like I don't fucking care what you do. Do whatever you need to do to get you to where you want to go. You want to build muscle, then don't go for a 10-mile run. You got to lift some fucking weights. Do what you need to do to get where you need to go, but fucking do that. Do that. Let's take some comments. What are your thoughts on this, fam? What are your thoughts? I don't think anyone disagrees. What's your experience with starting? How many times have you started? How many times have you started? I'm curious with like what you're actually doing. Like how many times have you actually started? And I'll take a couple comments. Aaron on Instagram, can you send me workouts to do? No, I can't, but I'll tell you what, Aaron, if you go on Facebook and you send me a message on my Facebook page, you'll get some information later about the Daily Swole Club. And that's another thing that I want to tell you all, that in the Daily Swole Club, there will be things, like I said, there'll be exercise demos, there'll be nutrition content, there'll be, daily knowledge nukes, and probably also even, workouts and stuff like that. And like my workout that I did that day potentially. So there's gonna be some really cool stuff. Like I said, it's like a VIP messaging list. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do, and everyone that's watching now, the first thing that you need to do is go to my Facebook page and just hit the button, send message. There's a link in this post description, but just go to my Facebook page and send a message, and you'll find information later. I'll send out another email. I'll send out another message blast, and you'll have an option to click a button and get on the Daily Swole Club list and Daily Swole Club. And there'll be cool things. I mean, that's where you'll get, we'll do some, long term, we'll think out, it's new. So we'll be doing some stuff like giveaways. There'll be like some workouts that I do, some maybe like some workout tips, maybe some tips and tricks, nutrition, like my meal, like what I'm eating. It's little stuff every day, little stuff that you won't find anywhere else. Any kind of specials or giveaways I'm doing, you'll have access there, but a ton of extra value and simple. Just one more place to get some awesome knowledge and some awesome inspiration and consistency in your day. And that's on Facebook Messenger. So just go over my Facebook page and hit me up, and then you'll get a message later today on how you can access the Daily Swole Club. Let's see. Lift with lashes. I'm joining on Friday when I get paid. I work out 5 times a week and I feel like I look exactly the same. Well, I mean, actually looking like the same or feeling like it could be two different things, but plateaus could be mental and physical. And sometimes you need to shake things up with your nutrition and your training. But a fundamental approach is always valuable, especially if you're coming at your training with mobility, functional strength, and your range of motion, and the active recovery approach that we take in Swolenormous X. That's huge. Swolemate gets off at 3:30 and we're going to the fucking gym. Hell yeah. Jane Dawson. That's right. Go to the fucking gym. Piper hugs trees. I started several times, but the last time I started was 2 years ago and I haven't looked back. Well, there you go. See, the last time you started. The last time you started. So this time that you're starting now, fam, make that the last time. Don't start again. Don't start again. Don't be that person. Don't start again. Like, do it now. Just do it now. Kat Smith on Facebook. This is my second time starting. This time, My mindset is different. Quitting is an option. Have to eat, have to shit, have to work out. Yeah. Let's see. Jeremy Dyer pulled a muscle in my back Monday at work. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Got up yesterday and today barely able to move because of the tightness. But guess what? I stretched a little, took some leave, and went to the fucking gym. Couldn't do much, but I did something. Do some yoga, man. Foam rolling, yoga. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Eric Dean, injuries used to force me to quit. Now I work around them, even if it just means walking and yoga. You still do something. There's always progress to be made. And this is why I said yesterday about, or I lose track of which episode it was, but about injury and how injury sets people back and how injury is one of the biggest enemies or the biggest enemy in fitness with consistency, not with discipline, but with consistency. You can't be consistent with your training if you're hurt. And if you're getting hurt for things that are preventable, then you're not doing active recovery. You're not doing yoga. You're not doing mobility. And you're doing yourself a gross disservice. And it's going to bite you in the fucking ass. You're going to get hurt bad. And you can get hurt permanently if you're not doing the right shit. Let's see. I'm starting again, got lazy recently, and back fat is starting to peek out at my coworkers. Mm. I've started and stopped multiple times. I started again in October. So far, so good. It still is a pain to keep consistent. Why? You just keep on going. It's not a pain. That's also your approach to it. What's your vision? Like, what are you trying to achieve? This is part of your life. This is who you are. This is keeping you healthy. This is keeping you alive. It's not a pain to be consistent. You have to be consistently consistent. Consistently consistent. Stoked about the club. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really cool because if you don't use Messenger, like literally, we'll have some, we'll drop, I'll drop some good shit, and then you can respond. And I'm always in the messages. I'm always in the messages. It just takes me a little time to cycle through, and I get back to them as soon as I can. But doesn't mean I can't drop some knowledge and just get back. And we'll just keep on building. Every day we'll just keep on building some good content, and we'll, you know, engage there, and I can connect with you there. And then, of course, if you have, when I come around to your messages, and if you have any questions, you can follow up with that. But a lot of times I like to lead and get some feedback. So I'll post an exercise, or today I posted the nutrition video. And then I asked, like, do you agree or disagree? If you agree, why? If you disagree, why? And then I'm sure a lot of you answered already and follow back. And I'm going to get to that a little bit later today. And, I'm curious. Like, I want to know, I want to figure shit out. I want to help you unlock these things that are keeping you from, as the title says, starting and stopping, or not stopping, or not starting again. Start now. That's it. That's it. Start now and just be fucking done with it. Hey, Swole, what would be the best way to work out or anything when you're working 12-hour shifts, 6 to 7 days a week? What would be the best way to work out? First thing before your shift, so you're not tired. And if you're not getting a lot of sleep, then either you got to get a new job, change your shift, or get up early and do it. And that's the look. I'm not saying it's easy. It's very simple though, and there's a difference. There's easy and there's simple. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying you're going to have a luxurious time going to the gym and making your meals and this and the other. It's not a fucking party. This is work. It's another job. It's another work, but you integrate it with your life, and it becomes part of your life, and it helps your life. It'll give you more quality of life. So if you are struggling with, for example, what do I do? Or life doesn't care if you work a 12-hour shift 6 or 7 days a week, right? Life doesn't care. Either you worked out or you didn't. Either you ate the right stuff that you should have eaten or you didn't. Doesn't matter how many hours, or, if you had a bad hair day, or if it was Monday or Friday or Sunday or Saturday. There, there's nothing that life gives less of a fuck about is your personal situation with your job and your career and your family. Like it, and it doesn't mean that it's easy. It just means that either you did the work that you needed to do or you didn't, right? A or B, yes or no, one or zero. You did it or you did not. And there's going to be challenges, and you're going to have to figure some shit out. And you might have to really think about what you want out of your life and what it will take for you to get to that place where you can be super consistent. But it might be a progress. Maybe you need to maybe it's not even fitness right now. Maybe it's think about this. What if it's like, okay, if I get this next certification, I can get this promotion at my job. Then I'll be making more and I'll be able to change my shift. So now I'll have like a 9 to 5 and then I can start working out first thing in the morning. So maybe the first thing isn't just grind away and destroy your sleep and your health. Maybe it's like, okay, let me put a little bit of money away, pay for this certification, get that promotion, and then you can fucking crush it. Maybe you might have to just wait a little bit. You might have to have some patience. But what does it take for you to get it done? And what makes you happy? And what will make you healthy? And what are you dealing with now? How pertinent is this? But there could be some other steps. There could be some other steps that come, you know, that come first before you can do that. But either you did the workouts and you ate the right foods or you did not. You did or you didn't. And there's nothing in between. There's nothing. There's nothing. Like, and that's it. Anyone that has a physique, that has abs, that has this, they're doing their training and they're eating the right foods. Do they have 3 kids? Do they have 5 kids? I know people with multiple children and multiple jobs, and they have a great physique and they're healthy, and that's like a top priority in their life. I know other people that have no kids, 1 job, or maybe no job, and they're fat, out of shape, and sick. So it's just an excuse. It's just a reason not to do something. Let me scroll down here. Zach Perez. Oh, you hurt yourself. Okay. 3 weeks ago was a start for me in the introduction to yoga. I never realized the benefits with yoga. I thought training was meant getting buff, and only training with weights, mobility, and flexibility have made a huge difference in the pain I used to have. That is the game changer. Yoga and mobility will change your life, especially with your fitness, especially with your lifting. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. I'm in fucking Facebook rehab right now, but I'll keep in touch here. Okay. The fuck is Facebook rehab? Is that a new app or is that a new section of Facebook? Right? They have like Marketplace, they have Facebook Watch where they have Facebook Rehab now. Is that something? You don't need Facebook Rehab. You need some self fucking control and to use it for good. Facebook's amazing. Facebook's amazing. Anyone that demonizes and, I'm addicted, you just need self control. Like the fact that I can go live here and talk to hundreds of people on different platforms around the world, it's fucking amazing. It's incredible. You just have to use it for the right reasons. It's like a gun, right? You can use it for good, right? You can hunt and eat food and survive. You can have fun and shoot targets, or you can murder people. I mean, it's the tool, it's like the action you take with it. So there's nothing wrong with Facebook. There's your habits using it. Once you commit to gym, you don't turn back or back down. It is key if you want some results, consistency and committance. I don't think that's a word. Discipline, I think you meant. Committance. Is that a word? Committance? I like it though. Hey, if that's a new word, I like it. I like creating new words. Going Shakespeare on everyone. I never knew the importance of mobility training until I started listening to your podcast. It has been a life changer. Thanks. You're welcome, Oscar. Good stuff, fam. I love hearing how everyone's getting involved with mobility and stuff. That's awesome. And I get amped because I know how amazing it was for me. So if I can pass that along, that's awesome. I will admit to experiencing a bit of confusion and overwhelm at the nutrition aspects of this program. My boyfriend has started reading and has been following the plant paradox. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Just got to do it. Just got to do it. Don't get overwhelmed. Just action, action. I've tried to jump on board and find recipes. I'm noticing that the sugar still left in some clean ingredients is contradictory to things that benefit my personal weight loss. I'm not sure what you mean. Goals. Any tips to simplify this at all? I'm not sure what you mean. Voice to text had failed me. Ask your question again because you typed a long paragraph and I'm not sure what your actual question was. In Sweden, we have a training group that inspire more to train. Good stuff. We got some members of Swolenormous X that are from Sweden. Sweden and Norway. Sweden. I believe maple syrup is an ingredient called for in a lot of things, but still maple syrup. What are you eating with maple syrup? And if you're not eating pancakes, you don't need maple syrup. Yeah. I agree. It's amazing, Gina, about yoga and mobility, I'm assuming. Let's see. Facebook rehab is otherwise known as Facebook jail. Your account gets your account gets banned. Is that what they call Facebook rehab? Is that like slang? I've never Why'd your account get banned? Were you doing naughty things on Facebook? Were you giving like racial remarks or were you spamming people or something? Facebook jail. Your account gets banned. Yeesh. Or were you posting too many belfies, too many butt selfies, and Facebook was like, too much booty. That ass too fat. That ass too fat for social media. It was a paleo brownie recipe. Of course, it was a paleo brownie. Fuck, everyone's trying to make these recipes and make these foods just taste better. Just eat real food. Fucking paleo brownie. Eat a sweet potato and go to sleep. Banana energy bites with honey. Yeah, well, I mean, honey is sugar. It's natural, but it's still sugar. Here's the thing with the elimination diet. Anyone that's listening or watching, the elimination diet, the more you eliminate, the more you can test. That's it. You can eliminate only dairy, but then you don't know if it's the grains or the sugar or all these other things that are masking the issue. So the more you eliminate, the more of a baseline you have to test. All right, Samina, let's read this comment. I have a new goal. By the time you go live, ooh, I like this. I like where this is going. I can see the rest of it. By the time you go live, episode 1000, I would have watched all of your daily swoles. I am now at episode 279. Okay, so here's the thing, Samina. That goal, until the time that you get to number 1000, I want to know what you're doing for your fitness. What's your fitness goal by episode 1000? Because watching all my content is fine and I appreciate that. That's why I make it, but I'm making it so you get off your butt and do something about it. So what are you doing with it? You can watch every episode, but if you're not seeing progress physically and with your health, then what's it all for, right? What's it all for? Papa Swole, I let myself down. I had a burger from In and Out and tore up my kids Uncrustables, but it's when oh, is that like a food? I've been out west a few times. I've never gone to In and Out Burger. Everyone freaks out about it though. But it's Wednesday, have a new start. Every day is a new start. Every day is a new start. Every single day is a new start and new opportunity. Whole grain waffles, no sweets, just good stuff, eggs and whole grain. Really good. Well, whole grains aren't good. So you can get rid of those. Fuck whole grain and fuck the American Heart Association. Fucking criminals. But that's another episode, fam. That's another episode. Remember, when it comes to the elimination diet, everyone has different sensitivities. Everyone has different sensitivities. Samina, I practice everything you say. There you go. Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Everyone's different, fam. Everyone's different. There's more than one road to success. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, okay, you should never eat this ever, 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 because a lot of people eat some of these things frequently and they seem to surpass it or overcome it. The problem is when you follow a person like that or you follow their diet and you follow their nutrition, you're following what they do. It doesn't mean that you're not that person, right? You're not that person. You're not them. So what they're doing isn't necessarily right for you. So when someone asks me, what do you eat every day? I usually don't say anything because who fucking cares what I eat? You need to go through this process first and figure out what you should not be eating, what you should not be eating. And then you can come back and then we can talk shop a little bit more. So you're not going to get any handouts here. You're not going to get any fucking handouts, but what you will get is a lot of great information to dun 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 get started. But again, fam, it comes back to it. Everyone fucking starts. Everyone fucking starts. I want to know who finishes. I want to know who starts and doesn't start twice, who doesn't start 3 times, who doesn't start 4 times, who doesn't start every fucking year, who doesn't start every month, who doesn't start a new challenge all the time. Start, 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 start. What about continuing? What about continuing? What about being consistent? What about being consistent over and over again? What about doing it again and again and again and again and again? Consistency, discipline, doing it once and keeping moving forward. It doesn't mean that you're not going to hit a road bump. It doesn't mean that you're going to it doesn't mean that you're going to start and never have any issues. You might start and shit, you hit a plateau and you got to fucking change things. But you adjust and you move on. Doesn't mean you're restarting, doesn't mean you're starting again, doesn't mean you fail, doesn't mean you quit. It just means you change the gear. You change the situation, you adjust, and then you move on. But you're going to have to adjust. But the easy thing is the easy thing, or rather the simple thing, is just getting started. The hard thing comes with adjusting and tweaking things in program design, and it's not easy, but it's very simple. Even the elimination diet, it's very simple. It's just a little harder when you execute things because you have foods that you really feel physically addicted to over the course of your life. Sammy Beeman, do we ever truly finish? All we do is keep improving. Not really. Oh, we finish when we die. And I guess it depends too on what you believe in the afterlife and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it never really ends. Absolutely. The coffee, yoga, negatives, weight training at home. Do you want me to continue? No. Good. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll see you in episode 1000, Samina. High fat, low carb, no processed foods. Watch a documentary on Netflix, The Magic Pill. Papa Swolio and this doc, My Outlook on Food Changed Forever. Hell yeah, Frank. Good for you, man. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that documentary. It sounds like something that probably is in line with what I think. I'm assuming it that's sarcastic, the magic pill, that there isn't one, obviously. Dina DeGeorge, you're super inspiring. Every excuse I may have, you counteract, and I love it. I feel more accountable because of your content because nothing is sugar coated. It's all raw and real. I appreciate you and your show. Thanks. Well, you're welcome, Dina. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for your attention. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for commenting. Hell yeah. Elimination Diet by Tom something and Alyssa something. I don't know what you're asking or what you're saying. No, no, it's not by anyone. It's just a process. I mean, I think things like I don't even know the details of the Whole 30, but the Whole 30 pretty much is it like from what someone told me, it's pretty much like a rip off of the elimination diet. That's essentially what that is, which is kind of annoying because like a bestseller, I'm like, fuck, I could have stolen that too. But it's pretty much you ripped off the elimination diet because you're going without these things. That's the elimination diet. That's the elimination diet, which came long before that. Yeah, everyone just rips something off and repackages it, gives it a different name, and sells a book. Brandon, there's a book. There's a lot of books, bro. Bruh. There are a lot of books out there. Gains are not free, but they're so worth any effort you can muster. Agreed. Let's see. What up? I just took a broccoli poop. Good for you, man. Broccoli poop. Broccoli poops are brutal. The best way to start is to just start. Just start. I like that when you visit the lake and it's cold, just jump in, right? That's a pretty good analogy. I like that one. Right? So imagine a cold lake or cold water. When you first jump in, it's freezing, but then you adapt to it and all of a sudden it feels warm, right? But the water is still cold. The water is still cold, but you adapt to that water, you adapt to that temperature. So the water doesn't get any warmer. You just get used to the temperature being in the water. And that's what it is. You get used to being in the trenches. You get used to it after you start, but you have to start first. So that's the game plan, fam. If you're starting, if you're having trouble starting, just fucking start. Understand it won't be perfect. Understand it won't be easy. It'll be very, very simple. You have to just fucking do it and stop starting over and over again. If you're starting multiple times, it's because you keep on fucking quitting. Don't quit, adjust, react, and keep on moving forward. So, in closing, for those of you that are showing up later and didn't catch the beginning, you can always go back and catch. This episode was fire. So, thanks for joining the whole time. But remember, for those of you that want to be a part of the Daily Swole Club, just to reiterate, the Daily Swole Club is a private, exclusive messaging list on Facebook Messenger. And what I'm going to be doing is daily knowledge nukes right in your Facebook Messenger, videos, pictures, could be full workouts I did today, could be meal information, nutrition breakdowns, nutrition, content, little mini videos, little mini courses, stuff like that, stuff exclusively to Daily Swole Club members. And the way to join is to go to my Facebook page right now and just click on send a message. And like I said, you'll get a welcome message. If you haven't messaged me before, you'll get like a default reply and it'll ask you, like, are you looking to lose weight or gain weight? Just a little background info. And then, but it'll automatically put you on my radar. So I can send you a message later today with information on how to get in the Daily Swole Club list. And I'll make it really simple. I'll send you a message. I'll be like, yo, what up, Biznatch? I'm actually say that now because I'm putting it out there. I'll say, what up, Biznatch? No, I probably won't say that. Maybe I will. But right now I'm saying it. What up, Biznatch? If you're interested in being a part of the Daily Swole Club for exclusive fucking fire right in your inbox, hit the button below to subscribe. Boom. And then you'll be getting some daily knowledge nukes, nutrition, fitness, exclusive stuff you won't see anywhere else. So that's what you can do. Okay. So if you don't use Facebook, you're shit out of luck on that one. Okay. So use Facebook or download Messenger or start one or don't. You don't have to. You don't have to. But a lot of people follow me on Facebook and it's a great way to connect and it's the best way. YouTube doesn't have a messaging system. Instagram has a DM, but it's not quite the same. You could hit me up in a DM, but you will love the content. It's really super cool. And some of you were already on my radar earlier today, and I sent out the first one. A lot of you said you got it already and you loved it. And yeah, and that's that. So it's called The Elimination Diet by Tom. Oh, I've never read it. Maybe is that who started it? I don't know who started it. I don't know. All I know is I didn't create it. It's just the process. So maybe it is, Brandon. Cool. Then go read that. I don't know. I haven't read it, so I can't endorse that. But as far as I know, it's not really like, it's not a copyrighted or a trademarked thing. It's just a process of eliminating things. It is what it is. It is what the title says. So it makes sense. I mean, if that book is that title, but I don't know what that book says. I don't know if that was the first place it was ever written. So who knows? Maybe you can message me and let me know. I'm not going to read it probably, but you can and tell me what it says inside. I got to get back to work. Thanks for the show. You're welcome, Piper. Any tips for autoimmune disorders like psoriasis, which are based around severe inflammation? Yeah, cutting out the inflammatory foods. Those things can come from things like could come from lectins, could come from seeds and beans, could come from grains, dairy, nightshades, could come from any sorts of things. So there's a lot of things out there that are inflammatory to the human body. When inflammatory means that causes a chain reaction that can, trigger different hormone balances, can trigger autoimmune reactions by the body, and everyone's different. Everyone has different, severities of that. So for example, with peanut butter, some people they'll die if they get close to peanut butter, for example, or some people could just eat it by the tub. Doesn't mean it's good for them, but they don't have the same reaction, of course. So if you're eating inflammatory foods or foods that are potentially highly inflammatory, then you want to get rid of them. So you can look up lectin content. That's in a lot of things like cucumber seeds, and I think it's like zucchini, stuff like that. The or unripened fruit or out of season fruit, where you have higher contents of these protective mechanisms from plants, where for when animals are not supposed to consume these foods because the seeds are not ready to germinate or to be disseminated or to grow. And because we get things shipped from around the country and around the world, before they are ripe, we are getting foods with higher levels of certain chemical products and molecules like lectins that are causing us damage on a low level. We don't realize that, but we build up immune reactions, and we can store body fat and retain water and all these things. In short. But I have a lot of podcasts on that. And actually, those of you that are interested in some more of this information, you can actually, when you go to my messenger, you can actually swipe up in the main menu at the bottom and you'll see some free resources, and you'll see a link to my anti-diet workshop where I talk a lot about calorie counting and a lot about this stuff. So if you want some more information, you can go there. But remember, Daily Swole Club, private messaging list, VIP like a motherfucker, free content, fucking daily shit that I'm going to drop. Go send me a message on Facebook right now and get on my radar so I can send you the message later with how to join. So I'll see you everyone tomorrow, early morning tomorrow for 741 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleevescast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose. I'll see a lot of you in Swolenormous X later. Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out. Later, guys. I'll see you in the Daily Swole Club on Messenger. Make sure you go send me a message on Facebook right now. Peace out, Instagram. Lates McGates. Peace, McGee's. Later, fam. Facebook. Laters. Bye.